Hi skaters, just wanted to share some tips on jumping. Sometimes when you take off on your skates you feel like you're floating like a butterfly, and other times it feels like you don't have a single clue what you're doing. This is something that I've had messages about in the past. Can you give us some jumping tips? Can you do a jumping tutorial? And to be honest, I didn't feel in a position to advise other people on how to jump. That's changed. I feel as if my jumps are consistent now, and I'm happy to pass on some tips that have helped me make those jumps as consistent as they feel right now. So ideally you want to be in a flat space with some sort of focus. I'm using this little line, and I would say there's three parts. So the first part is a simple pop, the second part is a mini jump, and the third part is a full-on tuck jump. So on the approach to the pop, I'm in the scissor stance, nice and stable. In preparation for the jump, I'm getting myself into a squat position. My chest is above my knees, my butt is back, and my arms are forward. So I'm extending my legs all the way through my toes. My arms are still forward in front of me, my torso is still leaning forward as well, and my butt is still back. My body position is still very concave whilst I'm in the air. And as I land, I go back into a nice cushioned squat position, just as I was before I left the ground. Arms are still forward, butt's back, chest is still above my knees. Nice and safe. And I'm also still in the scissor stance with my skates, one slightly ahead of the other. Now, this isn't the heel pop. Sean Unwin did a tutorial on a little jump called the heel pop, and this is where you kind of pop off your heels, a very useful jump. This is not the heel pop, this is jumping through your toes. That's quite important. So on to stage 2, and this consists of getting your knees a little bit higher and bringing your skates up further away from the ground. The posture of the jump is still the same, the preparation for the jump is still the same, all of the steps going into a squat, extending through the toes, they're all exactly the same. The body position is still exactly the same when you're in the air, so you still want that concave body position. On the landing, your skates are going to come down to meet the ground, and you're going to cushion your landing once again with the same squat position. The object here isn't really to extend the height of the jump, it's to get comfortable with bringing your knees up closer to your chest and getting your skates up further away from the ground. So we're going to move into stage 3, which is a full-on tucked jump. Everything here is just going to be an extension of what we've already done with the previous jumps. We roll in, the squat is deeper, my butt's back, my chest is directly above my knees, my head's pointing forward, my arms are now extended behind me. You don't need to throw them back. As you see, I simply place them behind me in preparation for the swing. For the actual jump, I extend my arms up and forward. They don't go directly above my head. They're still out in front of me. I extend through my legs and through my toes. As I continue up into the jump, I draw my knees right up to my chest, so I'm in a full squat position in midair. My arms, they're out in front of me, they're not above my head, they never go above my head, they go up and forward and they remain to the front. That's important. You don't want to have your arms above your head where you can potentially generate some backward motion. My body is still in the concave position as I drive into the jump. It never goes fully extended. And as we descend out of the jump, your skates are going to come down to meet the ground, and I continue into a deep squat position to cushion the landing. Once again, my arms are out in front. And that pretty much sums up this video. So I would advise practice as much as possible, throw as many jumps into your flows as you can. It can be helpful and comforting if you use pads and a helmet. If you've got them, I would suggest that you wear them. It can also be helpful to go onto grass, which can be helpful to get the mechanics of the jump down. Jumping is great, it adds a really nice element into your flows, so go and learn to jump and have fun with it. So I hope these tips are useful. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer. Huge thanks for these Flying Eagle F4 Raven skates provided by Gogoskate. Other than that, skate safe, take it easy out there, and I will catch you on the next roll.